T-Mac, and I'm a T-Mac fan. Love the way he plays the game. Love how great he was on the offensive end, obviously. But he made a statement on a show that, if I'm in there instead of Kobe, you telling me I don't win championships with Shaq? And so what's your take on guys like that saying, or just guys, period, plugging in their selves for other guys on other teams and saying that they would probably win championships as well?
I think, people forget a team is a pie and everything has to fit. T-Mac is an incredible player, and he, whatever happened, I don't think so. Just because Kobe, the way Kobe is a totally different dynamic. Who's a better defender? Kobe. Don't get me wrong. People always go straight to offense. T-Mac, dynamic offensive player. Kobe, dynamic offensive player. But it always don't work. You think about, just take this for instance. You take me away, you throw in Karl Malone, you get to the finals, you don't win. Have I ever lost in the finals? No. So you take Karl Malone, but does it really fit? Its personalities have to fit too. Yep. People think it's all about the game and how my game is this, I can do that. Nope. In that case, think Charles Barkley would ever won a championship. People forget Charles Barkley talks so much about, these guys, they want to go play with their friends. Dude, I'm the reason I got traded because you wanted to play with Dream and Clyde. You forget about that. You had Dream, you had Clyde, and you had Scotty, and you still lost.
Didn't win.
It ain't about the talent; it's about how it fits. Yep. You think about all these. So you think the latest. You take Westbrook. We think Westbrook gonna throw him with the Lakers, and it ain't the right fit. And you think about it has to be. If you look at all the other big threes, you take that team down there, up there, we ain't gonna talk about that's green. That fit. Each one of those guys played a different role. And then you had a point guard in Rondo that made it work. Yep. You think about Golden State and that big four they had. Clay can probably fit in anywhere at the time because he's a hell of a defensive player. He can spot up, shoot. And Steph took a huge backseat to Durant. Yeah. Because he can just sit in and Draymond just want to win. He just want to rebound and cause havoc.
Defend, rebound, and win.
And then you go to not the one, not two, not three down in Miami. They fit. And that's the whole thing you have to look at. Because you think about the way what T-Mac does, and when it comes to we would have played with Shaq, they might have won a championship. Who knows? But I think it worked best because I think Kobe, this is going to sound crazy, was a little bit better passer than T-Mac. It sounds weird, but think about the lob to Shaq, think of all the passes me in the corner. Yeah. And I just think that, and it ain't just about those two. I think it has to be a lot to be what, we always want to call them now the others. And so it has to do with the other guys on that bench, that how the attitudes would have meshed and how they would have liked one another. Because you think about, we loved each other in the Lakers.
And that helps. That helps. And I said the same thing, Big Shot. I said he might have won one.
Yeah.
Because like you said, there's a lot of different variables to that.
You think about the matchups. You got to think about the matchups then, and who, think about who he has to go against and what's his weakness and what's his strength. Will a team be able to exploit those? And that's what you got to look at.
A lot of different variables.